What first drew you to wanting to learn about magic and witchcraft? Hi, my name is Nicole. I'm a professional spiritual consultant and a practicing witch living in Salem, Massachusetts. I've been studying magic and the occult for the last 20 years or so, and there's always more to learn, but I'm interested in hearing from you all. What initially made you want to learn about magic and witchcraft? My story starts off like many other children of the 90s and our stories, and that's just that witchcraft was very popular. It was gaining popularity in the 90s. There were a lot of books being published, especially, during my early teen years that I found very, very influential. Not only that, but television and movies of the time often featured witchy themes or influences of witchcraft. Specifically movies like The Craft I found were particularly influential for me. I feel like when that movie came out, I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old, and it might have been that quintessential slumber party, this is what my big sister and her friends are watching sort of movie. And it got me searching, it got me interested, it got me asking questions about my reality and whether or not I could co-create my reality. But something I learned very early on in my journey to becoming a practicing witch is that the modern witchcraft world is not always super welcoming, especially of new or beginners, people who are new to the craft. And, there's a reason for this that can be, I guess, seen as kind of helpful. And that's just that there should be some level of security and kind of protection around the craft, making sure that the right people are accessing it for the right reasons. But at the end of the day, if you want to learn witchcraft, you're going to learn witchcraft. Now, back in my day, it was really tough to find resources for witchcraft education. Your best bet was usually to find a bookstore that had a really large kind of spiritual books section, or even a yoga studio, and start asking and start, inquiring with the owner about whether or not they knew people from the larger witchcraft community. But of course, now there are so many more resources, including online educational opportunities, programs that are being developed and have been developed. Really, unless you are wanting to initiate into a very specific magical tradition, you should have no problem finding really great resources to give you a general overview of magic and witchcraft. I do have some tips and some suggestions for those of you looking to learn of how to find a teacher that's really going to align with what you're looking for. First things first, you're going to want to connect with somebody whose communication style you really identify with. There's no point in seeking a teacher that you're going to have a difficult time understanding or following. Next, you're going to want to make sure that your teacher's ethics, morals, values kind of are in alignment with your own. You don't have to have the exact same beliefs as your instructor, but it is important to at least feel like you can respect their opinion. You're gonna wanna read everything you can get your hands on. This shouldn't be too difficult because there are tons of beginner witchcraft books. Let me know your favorite in the comments below and start a conversation. And hopefully people can give you some great advice on how they began their journey and their best read books. If you want to hear about what my favorite books are, let me know in the comments section. This is my very first time posting a video on YouTube, but I would love to continue sharing my story and giving you some more tips and tricks that hopefully will support your spiritual journey along the way. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn more, please consider liking and subscribing so that you can be notified the next time I post here on YouTube.